Hello again, friends and neighbors. Nesweegie with another edition of the Oryx Buffaloes Dynasty in the Making, Gosh I Hope. Where we sit right now is that we are currently in the deep off-season, February 1st to be precise. And in between last stream and this one, I admittedly went ahead a couple days. So we have some new faces in the lineup that I figured I should introduce to you. First off, we signed this relief pitcher, Takahiro Matsunaga, from the Chiba Lotte Marines. He was okay, about average last year, but to be honest, I kind of need average. And as an extreme ground baller with that kind of movement, I think he'll fit quite nicely into our bullpen. Also at only 1.85 million over the next 2 years, it's a easy pill to swallow. Next up, we had some minor league signings. Taishi Ota joins us from the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. He was a 1.3 WAR player last year, a Gold Glove winner in right field, but I honestly don't see him as that much of an upgrade over the guys we already have. So I'm going to just hang on to him, consider it like a spring training invite, and we'll see if he fares well enough in spring training to earn a place with the big league club. I mean, that win WRC last season wasn't that good. I'd honestly slot him behind Nishiura on the depth chart. Also joining the club on a minor league deal, 37-year-old Yuya Hasegawa, joining us after a long career with the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. He's got his fair share of rings. He didn't get when he played with the big club when he started, he was effective. So with that profile, that bat, that's kind of where I was expecting most of my team to be. That's the kind of setup I like to have. So if we can find a role for him with the big league club, that'd be great. Admittedly, that role may be DH. Although at 5'11", maybe he can play some first base. I doubt it. The most important signing, though, is Yusuke Nomura here. 1 year at 410 grand. Long career with the Hiroshima Toyo Carp, and a 2.2 WAR starter. So I will happily take him, even though his 6 pitches are all on the side. That movement, that control, the stamina, I feel like he can do well. I mean, this is a guy who's racked up almost 100 wins with one team, and last year was one of his best. So I'm eagerly looking forward to having him in our rotation. There he is. So Tsubasa Sakakibara gets moved out into the bullpen, at least temporarily. I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing Sakakibara join the rotation as we go. I also made one offer to a foreign player. That's Tyler Anderson here. Looks like he finally got my fax, at least. Not the greatest in terms of movement, but his stuff and control is good enough that I think as a lefty, he can do well. I mean, yeah, you don't want to see like home run rates like 1 per 9, but if he's not giving up much else in terms of runs, might as well go for it. I also did some review of the farm team. I released one player by the name of Kodai Sano because I just didn't see the value in keeping him. We've got some decent arms developing down in the pen. Hiromu Issei being the guy we picked up from the Bay Stars in a trade earlier. My rule of thumb is basically if you can't break a major league club, even as a foreign player, like what are you doing here? So guys like Coronado and Cordero, I know it's kind of cheap to do, but I do want to see what I can get for these two guys in a trade. We only made one so far this year. Okay, there's some decent options available. Shohei Kato, I don't see him playing with this club, and he was a minus WAR last year. Okay, Kaino here. Not the greatest control, but only 2.7 BB per 9 with the big league club last season in 16 games. I could use a righty arm in the pen like that. Better than Peoples. Kurihara, who just doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. I mean, at 25 years old, he should probably start to break the SoftBank lineup, but I just don't see that being a thing. Oh, okay. The Dragons are interested in offering Shuhei Takahashi, pending free agent, and Koji Fukutani, pending free agent. Exactly how much do I want to go for it this year? Then there's this not actually Japanese last name. He must be Nisei. Luke Wakamatsu, leader, decent defensively, but I'm not sure if he's gonna break the team. 1.1 WAR in the minors though, so maybe something there. Yuichiro Okano. Why is the Dragons giving this guy up? He actually looks solid. 5-8 record, 1.1 WAR. It may just be that the Dragons are run by Nimrods, so okay, do I go with Okano as a starting option or Kaino as a long-term bullpen option? That stuff really looks like it could play. You never can have too many starters. Oh man, they managed to get old Jose Lopez to become their GM. Didn't he just retire as a player? Yeah, he retired last season after his time with the Hawks, and he went to go manage the Dragons for some reason. So I'm not missing anything here, right? Coronado, yeah, he probably could develop into something decent. Cordero, ditto. But I don't see cheap foreign guys you can always find. Starting pitching, you rarely can locate. Yeah, let's actually, you know what? Go back. Let's take another look at Kaino here. What does the scout say? Numbers trending down. He develops. I mean, he's only 25 years old. Compared to Kano, who's 27. And it doesn't look like our scout is that set on him. You know what? I feel like we've got enough starters. Let's pull the trigger here for Kaino. It doesn't feel like as much of an abusive deal. And we'll get him the GM to eat some salary. Thank you much. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up down in the minors. I feel like Kaino can definitely still grow, and with better catchers, I think he can succeed. Speaking of which, one of those better catchers is up with a big club, That would be Oscar Hernandez. I finally decided, you know what? Corey Vaughn doesn't have a role with this club. Hernandez here does. He compares well with Wakatsuki. He's equal in catcher ability, and he's a captain. So I could see him sticking around long term, especially once Wakatsuki leaves. So Kyoda we've got for another season. That's helpful. I really do want to see what we can do. Oh, we got Nishino for another season. I really do want to make sure that we align everyone importance uh, contracts with Yoshinobu Yamamoto's opt out. That's our competitive window. Trade number 2. Let's skip ahead to spring training. I feel like I've done enough damage for now. And we have our final foreign player, Tyler Anderson, for 1.9 million a year. Mr. Duck joins our pitching staff. Tachiya Yamasaki moves to the bullpen. His numbers look good out of the pen. Okay. So Shota Abe is going to get demoted, as will Kazumasa Yoshida. Probably Kaino as well, but we'll wait till spring training for that to happen. Meanwhile, down on the farm, let's see who moves into the roles previously filled. So we got Yuma Tongu taking over at first. I'm okay with that. Kutabayashi is going to be DHing some. Interesting. How does he compare against Otadio, I wonder? I mean, the bat is not comparable. Dio Ota is going to be our stud at second. But he's not that much worse at any of the positions. So maybe Kutabayashi gonna get some time at second. I need to think about that. Okay, let's keep moving ahead. I did want to provide. Oh, Taisuke Kondo is back and healthy again, but is going to go to minors. Let's take a look at the off-season center here. Yamauchi goes to the Hawks. Ew. He should only belong with the Eagles. I don't like it. Jerry Sands ends up with the Chiba Lotte Marines after a couple of successful seasons with Hanshin. Minoru Iwata goes from Hanshin to the Carp. Haruki Nishikawa goes from the Fighters to the SoftBank Hawks as well. Where is he going to play? Oh man, they are starting Cordero. Oopsie. Did I just hand the Hawks Tool of My Own Demise? So Nishikawa's going to be DHing. Interesting. Let's take a look at the. Oh, Eric Thames sticks around in NPB. He's going to the Marines as well. I mean, we're still atop the war added leaderboard thanks to adding Kaino, signing Matsunaga, signing Nomura, and only really losing Ida and Higgins. Interesting that the Kyoda and Oshiro deal didn't show up there. I am going to stop a little bit before spring training to see what, in terms of leftover chaff, there is. Normally, you can find a couple of bargain bin findings through there. Semyon, Omar Mazzara. And these guys are all asking millions of dollars. I mean, I'm comfortable with where our setup ended. Yamato doesn't have any signings. Moto, no. Araki, no. Hey, there's the guy we traded away last season. Masahiro Nishino. Or we just declined. He's still a free agent. Tempting to get this guy. Adachi. Having another catcher with decent catching ability is never a bad call. Kashi. Did the Giants just get rid of all their catchers or something? This is strange. Let's go with Yuichi Adachi. He was the first guy I saw. Minor league deal. Make sure that we have enough catchers in the minor league system. I've had it happen before where I simply did not have enough minor leaguers to finish the season. I had to go scrambling to the minor leagues, the free agents. All right, clearing out our schedule. Here we are, spring training. And it looks like we were able to add Adachi to be one of our backup catchers. So, we are allowed a few more players. Quickly update starting rotation. Oh no. Did Yamaoka actually get posted? Oh boy. Yep, he got posted by the Cleveland Indians. Oopsie. How much did they? $15 million. How much money did we get from that? Where would I see? I could have sworn I posted him for a lot of money. So, we're down a starter. Yikes. So maybe it's a good thing we kept Sakakibara. I really wish we would have Yusuke Nomura starting. I don't want to have to force into the role or have him just as a long man. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, so much for that thinking. I have lost control of my manager. So it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Anderson, and things get dicey from there. So let's take a look at the minor league team stuff. Let's see who on the 40-man roster is going to be coming up. Kune, Nakagawa, Kata, Vaughn, Hongu. Okay, we got 21 pitchers. I want to get a few more up there. Guys like can't bring up Hogan, but Honda, Koyama. Naka here. Kuroki. Udagawa. Okay. Oh yeah, and Miyagi as well. Forgot about him. Suki. Okay, we've got our 29 pitchers. It looks like Miyagi is going to be joining the starting rotation, at least at the outset. I want him to do well. I really do. I like the setup of the bullpen that we got. Then over in batter's side, see who from the minor leagues club is going to be joining us. Ota, Nakagawa, Nakamura, Hayashi, Mata, Kurabayashi. What room do we have? For two more guys. Okay. Two more guys will be Washibata and Gen. Interesting. Tongu goes in at DH over Ginji. Not sure I approve of that, but I guess his stats are better. And it looks like we got Fukuda DHing against lefties for some reason. So I usually let the manager figure out it spring training. I usually don't bother. So set all to Nakajima. So first game of spring training. Time to let the minor league squad get their legs stretched. So Nishiura, Fukuda, Ota, Hasegawa, Ginji, Ota, Tongu, Hernandez, and Hirosawa, with Miyagi on the mound. And it looks like the Lions have decided to start their A squad, including our old friend, Stefan Romero. We'll just skip ahead. So we have guys in
Strike three.
RISP. I'm mostly just looking for injuries for guys to start hitting. Ginji's got a hit. Mostly quiet, just a bunch of singles. Okay, we got something going with Hasegawa and Ginji. Taishi Ota, one of our minor league free agents. Yeah, same old Buffaloes. Doesn't matter how often you change them. Alright, trouble here. Bases loaded. Miyagi trying to get the last 2 outs of the inning. Up against Nianting Wu. And we're going to walk in the first run of the game. Konosaki, and that's why Hirasawa was not starting with this club. Knocked down, nothing doing. Can we get an out, please? It looks like Nishiura's got that. Oh, and a good throw home. That's why he's out there, folks. Okay, runners at first and second for Hayato. Down 0-2. Down swinging and missing. Kuda now. Liner. Oh, but a diving stop by Takeda. Oh, Hideo Ota, first home run of the spring. Nice, nice. And we pull within one. So trouble now. Runners at first and second. We bunt. Or they bunt. Full count. Walk him to the open bag. Yuta Watanabe in here now as lefty specialist against Tomoya Mori. Looks like we'll get a fly ball, but can we gun the runner down at home? Ooh. No one's running on Ota. We managed to keep everyone where they were. New batter. High fly ball to center field. And that's a grand slam. Well, it's just spring training. Big oof. So the way I usually do spring training is that I will sim week to week and just on injured list for a bit and just start to whittle down the roster as we go from there. Shinya Hosokawa. Now, yeah, that's not exactly a good stat line. Then again, he only had 4 at bats, but I'm hoping Fukuda can actually come back and have a decent season. All right, Hiroya Miyagi looks like he might actually be improving again. Might hang in there. I know they're meaningless because it's just spring training, but it'd be nice to string together a few wins. 12-inning win against Seibu, their first of this spring training. Nice. Okay, starting to build up a winning record. 12-inning spring training game. Sure, why not? We've got the guys for it. Yuji Nishino coming in to get the save after Adanishi almost blows it. Risky getting the win. So far, so good. I wonder if we just hit our cash cap or something, because I need to see. Yeah, wow, you really can't tell what happened to Yamaoka. I mean, I hope he does well over in Cleveland. Like he's going to be getting the chance to start over there. Who knows? He may come back. But that definitely just made this off season a little bit worse. And hopefully, I don't have to go out and get Koji Fukutani just to patch over a hole in the rotation. I mean, Aren Kuri is still out there, as is Hideaki Wakui. Okay, he wants to go to the Eagles. Won the Sawamura Award last year, and nobody gave him a contract. Really want to throw money at him. Yes. There's no such thing as a bad 1-year deal. We're looking to rake in some extra dough. And if we don't need to pitch Yagi or all these guys in the rotation once, all the better. Let's see how many weeks left of spring training we've got. You know what? I'll do our first cuts at the 14th. Tachi Yamasaki out for 2 months. Daiki Tajima still out. Hiroshi Kaino, the guy we traded for, out for 9 months. Kind of glad I just offered that money to Aren Kuri because we're already getting bitten by the injury bug. Then again, Sakaki Bada looks like he's developing okay. Yusuke Nomura joins our rotation. Should get Yakucho back from injury. And we are now in a bidding war with Rakuten. 3 million for 1 season. How much do I not want Tohoku Rakuten to have this guy? I mean, the Eagles aren't exactly a threat, the way that this team is currently built. I'm okay with letting him eat money over there. As fun as a bidding war would be, I mean, we got Yi Chang, who back injury, who can help out our staff. Yuki Saito batting 414. Okay, guy's on a bit of a hit streak. I think we may have stumbled into someone good. Hasegawa batting 304. He may actually break the club out of spring training. Eaton doing okay. Solarte doing decent. Hopefully the rest of the guys pick up the pace. Still in the runnings for the spring training crown. So with 2 weeks left to go in spring training, I think it's time for our first set of cuts. So everyone down here. Gonna be, oh, hey Yukarin, how goes? Send down about 5 guys. So folks, vote. Plus Yu Suzuki because he's not on a league deal. Hitomi Honda. Okay, he may actually break the club with a big league, or break with a big league club. Seems to be hanging tough. You know what? I was looking forward to this all season or all week. Yukarin. It's the problem with streaming and streaming only is that you kind of can't play in the middle of the week when you don't feel like streaming. I'm okay with running with a couple of extra dudes. I think Watanabe is going to be one of the ones we sent down. Take a look over on the defensive side. Pongu's done okay, but we've already got two catchers in Wakatsuki and Hernandez, so down he goes. Yamazaki has not played enough to really make a call, so keep him around. I have way too many third basemen, so I got to make some decisions. Takeya Nakamura, all right, so he's only played once. But he is a leader. Wondering, I don't need to look for famous guys anymore. Kudebayashi, has he? All right, so he's batted 736 OPS. Mune just has not been getting starts. Ditto for Nakagawa. So I'll hang on to those two. But Yonatoshi, Bada goes down. "20 years old. I don't think Kudebayashi's quite ready to make the jump, but he's doing better. At least he's higher rated than Nakagawa. So let's hang around all those guys. Joe Gibo gotten any playtime? Only garbage time. Okay, so Gibo's gonna Gibo back. Junta's actually having a decent spring. Ishiura too, but I mean they're not Yuki Sato. Yuki Sato looks like he's going to be a very good player for a very long time. Hasegawa has kind of been doing decent, but I don't see him as our long-term outfielder. Good to see Taishi Ota actually start to take on a role as a defensive sub for Adam Eaton. I was hoping someone would step up. Of the variety of right fielders we have, Gen probably was rushed up. Not worth keeping him. Buddha, limited playtime. Ota has hung around. Takata so far looks like he's going to be an odd man out. Ditto for Akihiro Wakabayashi. Did I cut too many guys? No, okay, we're still good. I may have cut too many batters, but hopefully I don't need to cut too many more than that. 21 on both sides. Let's skip some as we climb to the top of the spring training leaderboard standings. Tyler Anderson, 4 wins in spring. I like it. All right, so here we are again. Like we're doing okay on the pitching side. I'm guessing Adenkudi did join the Eagles. Yes, he did. How much was that contract? $3 million. Good for him. Of the guys who are still kicking around, who is going to be heading down? So Kuroki, Kondo, basically anyone with red numbers is in danger of being waved bye-bye. Note those guys. Go to Abe. Okay, so that leaves us with 16 pitchers, and that leaves us with 2 options or 2 future cuts we can still make. I mean, we got a lot of randos and nobodies here, but pardon me. The good parts of the bullpen are still good. From Dixon to Matsunaga, Kenma, Honda, Hino, and Kriski. I mean, the starters aren't doing that bad. It's just, I think Miyagi may actually be the one who gets sent down. So we'll sim the next game, and then down he goes. Inji having an okay season, but I want to keep him because the leader. Kata doing well. I don't get this. Fukuda was trash last year, and now he's actually playing well. So, ditto for Maki Yamazaki. He may actually stick with the club. Fukuda yeah, has slowed down a bit, so I'm okay with sending him down. Ditto for Yuma. Hosokawa has not had a good season, so although I was hoping he'd be our backup infielder, our backup shortstop, I don't think he's going to be hanging around. So, would be better there. Fukuda, Aki. Yeah, it's Fukuda. So Shuhei's going to move in to be our backup shortstop. I was not expecting this, but credit where credit is due. The guy's played. Hasegawa has not done well enough as our DH. Shunta is predictably shunting off. But with that defense, I think he can still stick with the club. Then in the outfield, Ota's hung in there, he might actually be the one who breaks with the club, or who breaks camp with the club. But I'm going to keep both Nishimura and Ota up, and we'll see who takes over as our primary player there. Also interesting to see that Shuhei's still going as a DH. If he's finally fixed, I'm thrilled. So Yagi's going to get this start. 16 innings. Aye, aye, aye. Ouch, my ligaments. So Miyagi gonna go down. Yi Chang is going to take that third spot, and that's the rotation I want to see. At least we're all at yellow numbers. Wouldn't be surprised if Nobuyoshi Yamada is our last cut. On the pitching side, either that or we run with a deeper bullpen than I was expecting. We still have a little bit more time, so we'll sim ahead to the end of spring training. We'll keep an eye on one more game. All right, so let's piece together what this roster is going to look like. Who is the last man gone from bullpen? It might be Kazumasa Yoshida. Because Nobuyoshi Yamada's actually looked good. Kriski's been friggin' lights out. Nishino looks great. Hitomi Honda hasn't allowed a run yet. Yeah, that might be the play. least temporarily. Helps to have a couple extra lefty arms in there anyway. Then on the batting side, toughest cuts. Batting stats, spring training. Nakamura doesn't figure into the batting or the pinch hitters anywhere, so much as I hate to say it, I think he's going to be one of our cuts. One of our outfielders has got to go. Shunta? Yeah, who am I kidding? It's Shunta. Nishiura, although he's having a rough spring, I know he's capable of playing better than his stats. That's our roster, basically. 14 guys, 15 guys. Taishi Ota actually makes the big club. Means I got to go down to the minors. Update everything here. For any agents or any invitees that I need to get rid of yet. Nakamura didn't make the big club. Sorry, big guy. Did it for Yuya Hasegawa. He just couldn't hack it. I'm going to keep Wakabayashi and Shirakata because they're at least both young enough that they can probably still pick up where they left off. Looks like the minor leagues are already starting to play. Buffaloes are 0-3. Great work so far. Way to go. And let's see if we can make it through all spring training without getting double-digit losses. Now, this is what a lineup looks like. Huda, Sato, Yoshida, Solarte, Eaton, Ota, Okada, Hernandez, and Kyota. With Yakucho on the bump. All right, runners at the corners. Sato, you know he wants to be speedy. And Hervé Solarte batting triple threes. Bases loaded now for Adam Eaton. The 3-2. High ball 4 for a walk. 3-0. Knocked on the ground. That will be 2. Shouldn't have swung at that. Not have swung at that. That looked way high. And we give up a 2-run home run to Jerry Sands. And Eric Thames is at first, second. 3 walks so far by Joe here. So we give up the lead, but again, it's just spring training. Another home run given up by, oh my goodness. Cho, buddy. Dinger, dinger, dinger. You are like this close to losing your spot on the club. Yeah, you know what? I think I've seen enough. Let's get this into the home opener. 11-3. Woof. Yakucho gives up 4 home runs in 3 innings. Woof. Ah, Hitomi Honda loses his perfect spring. Oh well. So we'll see if Cho continues to struggle, because if worse comes to worse, I could always move him down to the minors. Brandon Dixon is injured. Oh, please. I mean, I did extend him to a rather substantial contract with a vesting option, so if he doesn't want to vest that option, I am okay with that. Fine. So the new look Buffaloes go 20-10 to win spring training for whatever that's worth. Okay, he was just day to day. He's fine. Naka looks like he's going to develop into a decent pitcher. Where did my closer go? Oh, apparently, Murakami lost a lot in most recent ratings update. I was hoping he'd be our starter or our closer. Apparently, he's not as good as we thought he was, so going to keep an eye on that. Yoyama looks like he could be first man up into the rotation if Yakucho continues to struggle. Eye on these guys. We've got some quality players who could join the top club. Kendai Gen in particular is one I'm keeping an eye on as a youngster. Sachiya Yamasaki probably is not going to be a starter for much longer. Leaf. Oof, he's not much better there. Hopefully that forearm doesn't completely wreck him. Koto Kenma looks like he's developing nicely. Hitomi Honda just added a mile per hour on his fastball, so he could be joining the rotation here. Brent Dixon. Oh, he stole the mile per hour from Dixon. Yeah, nice job there. Thanks. Yo Ota. Oh, you'd love to see it. Ota Kyoto, probably not going to be extended past this season. I hope he doesn't turn into the same noodle bat that Koji Oshido did. That's my worry. Yuhei Fukuda had a decent spring, played his way back into the lineup. There's that Sakamoto guy who wow, they called up their number one prospect right away to pitch out of the bullpen. Good on Chunichi. Yeah, there is no service time manipulation honk ball going on here in NPB. So stinks that we have a torn elbow ligament. Thought it was stretched. I guess it's torn for Hiroshi Kaino. Yeah, I'd make that face too. The guy we just traded for. Daiki Tajima should be back at some point this season. Strained forearm out 6 weeks. So, yeah, we got injuries. Are any players whom we'd want to try and pick up as a minor league? All right. Yuta Iwasada, formerly of the Tigers. It looks like he was released. Age 30, though. Like, it's not terrible. No such thing as a bad minor league deal. Okay. Enough dillying, enough dallying. Let's get into opening day. Oops, and we need to activate Tomi Honda, congratulations, you have made the 40-man roster. Aki Yamazaki, congratulations, you have made the 40-man. Taishi Ota, you have made the 40-man. 70-man roster, anyway. Okay, so we're at home. Eaton's getting the start at DH, so it looks like we have Taishi Ota getting the call in right. Sato, Eaton, Yoshida, Ota, Solarte, Okada, other Ota, Wakatsuki, and Kyoda. Takahisa Hayakawa on the mound for the Eagles. Bit of a lumber crew, but I still think we can beat them on defense. Especially with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the beast, on the mound. Let's play some baseball. Opening day. And our shortstop makes the first out. Hatanao, spray hitter. The 1-0 from Yamamoto. Fly ball to left field. Yoshida tracking it with plenty of room. Wilmer Flores now. Not much for an I. Okay, decent avoid K, so let's pitch around him and see if we can get him to ground out. Knocked on the ground. Ota ranging back, makes the play. Quiet 1-2-3 inning to start off the game. Yuki Sato. Man, look at that bunt. Tempting, very tempting, but let's not start off the game like that.
Strike three.
3 down on straight pitches for a strikeout. Adam Eaton now, his debut with the club. He will take a walk. Eaton does have some decent stealing. Ota does have an okay arm. So let's do a hit and run just to avoid any double plays. Fly ball to center field. Okoye is there. So much for that idea. Ryo Ota now, the 1-2. Down swinging. Hayakawa is that good in real life too. Hito Asamura.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. Karaburi Sanshin. Mogi now, the third baseman. The 1-0. High fly ball deep to left field. Yoshida watching it. Just out of his reach. And the Eagles take the lead 1-0 on a solo shot by Eigiro Mogi. Knew there was a reason I wanted him. Wonder if I'll be able to trade for him in the offseason. Pitch around Okoye here. Knocked on the ground. Ota there with plenty of time. Tanaka Kazuki, Yo2. Fly ball, ranging back is Sato. He will make it with a bit of a stumble near the track. Funny, I remember Solarte's ratings being better than that. I guess age is starting to come for him. Little pop shot. First baseman Flores calling for it, and he's there. Takahiro Okada now, the 3-2. Swung on and miss. Taishi Ota now. Lined into the right field corner. That ball was a laser beam. Ota should be able to pull into second without any issues for a 2-out double. First hit, first extra base hit of the young season. Akatsuki now. Rolled on the ground. No issue there for Asamura. And we don't get to make anything of it. This guy's their DH? This guy? Alright. Sit him down, Yamamoto.
Strike three.
Thank you. Ota now, the catcher, on a full count.
Strike three.
Karabari Sanshin. Well, called strike three anyway. Yuya Ogo now.
Strike three.
And that's striking out the side. Think Yamamoto wants this? Oh, I think he wants it. You love to see it. Kyoto now, the shortstop. Fly ball to left. Ranging for it is Ogo and a diving catch. Dang it. Sato now. The 2-0, knocked on the ground. Mogi is there. 2 down. Adam Eaton. 1-2. Swing and a miss. We gotta start taking more pitches. I'd love to get Hayakawa out of the game.
Strike three.
That's 4 straight strikeouts for Yamamoto. Flores lines this one into the gap. That could be extra bases. Sato is there. Bro will not make it in time. Alright, spray hitter. Let's deepen the outfield. Let's respect the power. Let's deepen the outfield and infield. No doubles. The 1-2.
Strike three.
Yamamoto does not care. Let's keep that outfield deep. Focus on the guy at the plate. 2-1 to Mogi, and we plunk him. Whoopsie. Not going to try and bunt. Koei, the 1-1, knocked on the ground. Okada's there, and he will win the foot race to first. So we minimize the damage. We got Yoshida up, our best batter. Slow roller to the shortstop. Yoshida not able to beat it out. Kobukata is able to turn the play. Otario in the cleanup spot, 3-1. Knocked on the ground to Kobukata. No issue there. Solarte now, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And we have got to get something going now. We're wasting a gem by Yamamoto here. He is just so good right now. "64 pitches, 8 Ks through 5 innings. Yeah, we're going to let Yamamoto run. This is his game. First pitch swing for Okada. Knocked on the ground. Hayakawa's there in time. Ota now, the 2-2. Rolled to third. Mogi with plenty of time. Okatsuki's probably going to be a strikeout victim here.
Strike three.
Yep. Ogo now, full count. High fly ball deep to right field. That one's not coming back. Eagles now lead 2-0. Rolled on the ground. Solarte, quick throw, nice play. Flores now, 3-2. Liner into left field, but that should only be a single. Man, it must be nice to have a working offense. Let's go double play depth. Deep in the outfield, respect the power. Go 1. High fly ball, Sato there. He's just so good at that. Let's go outfield deep. High fly ball, but on the infield, Kyoto calls for it. That's through 5.5. Let's start being a little more patient at the plate, how about? At least until he throws a strike. Yoda pops this one way up. Back to the top of the order now. Yuki Sato. Strike 3 called. Eaton's not doing himself any favors, but neither is Kobukata. We beat out an infield hit, or at least an error. Hit and run on here. Yoshida pops this one up. Asamura is there. Yamamoto's at 86 pitches. I don't feel like burning up our best starter, the word go. I also don't think this game is a complete waste yet, so let's get Dixon warmed up. See if we can't stretch another inning out of Yamamoto here. Popped up on the infield. Ota's the one making the play. 3-1 to Kazuki. Fly ball to right. And that one is gone. That's 3 go for balls. Yamamoto just missing his... I don't know, we just serving up meatballs or something? Good play there by Sato. Ota now, probably the last batter Yamamoto sees. Popped up barely in front of the bag. Wakatsuki's called off by Solarte. And we need to get something going here. Come on, Ota. Lined into right field for a leadoff hit. Okay, that's a good start. How's Ota's running? Not the greatest. But I feel like we got to stay out of the double play depth. Solarte flies out to right. Kata's going to bunt this one up the first baseline to at least move the runner to second. Taishi Ota now. 2-2. Grounder through Kobukata into left field. That's going to score Ota. We are on the board. Wakatsuki now. Let's see if we can keep the pressure up. The 0-2 knocked on the ground. Kobukata is going to be able to make that play. Well, we got one. Brandon Dixon is ready. Yamamoto's day is done after 98 pitches. A 3-2 to Ogo.
Strike 3.
Strike 3 on the outside corner. Let's get our next man up. Let's go with Kenma. Kobukata, the shortstop now. Rolled on the ground. Solarte there with plenty of time. Wilmer Flores now. The 2-1 to the import. Wrapped on the ground. Kyoto with plenty of time. Dixon with a clean 1-2-3 inning. Hayakawa still in the game. He's only thrown 84 pitches. Do we go with a pinch hitter here? I think we do. Maki Yamazaki. Okay, so he's against lefties. Kyoto is hopeless against lefties. You know what? We're gonna see Shuhei Fukuda come in. He's also gonna offensive sub in as shortstop. Let's see if Fukuda can do something here. The 1-2 knocked on the ground, but right to Asamura. Oh, that backfired. Sato here, 3-1 count. High fly ball to left. Or to right. Base hit. That could be multiple. Sato in with a triple. Sato is fast. Eaton can get the bunt down. Safety squeeze time. Right back to Hayakawa. That was terrible. Okay, Yoshida, swing away. Score a run here. High fly ball, center field. Okoe is there. Dang it. Okay, so Wakatsuki draws in at shortstop. Let's get Kenma in as our next pitcher. Here in the top of the ninth. I forgot the defensive sub in Nishiura in left. Let's do that now. There we go. So let's go double play depth. Deep. Make sure there's no doubles. Fly ball, Nishiura with plenty of time. One down. Double play depth again. Come on, Kenma, get us out of the jam. Rolled on the ground. Fukuda to Ota to Okada. Yuki Matsui, the closer, is in. May need to think about... See how this goes. Got the right guys in the lineup. Ota, line drive into left field, base hit. First man aboard. Solarte now. Swing away here, the 0-1. Anything but a double play. Up the middle, through for a base hit. Runners at first and second. Do we try and win it all with Okada here? Or do we sub out? Let's think about this. Got Nishimura Ryo, who can sub in for Ota. Taishi, I mean, he's had a decent game, but... Okay, maybe not Taishi. Wakatsuki will sub in for him. We go with Ginji. Ginji's not that great either. Okay, T. Okada. Wing away here. Lefty on lefty action. Grounder booted by the first baseman, Flores. Base is full of Buffaloes. Nobody out. Taishi Ota. It's your pitch. The 2-2.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. Or call it strike three. Okay. Pinch hitting. Ryo Nishimura. This is your shot, man. The 3-2.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. What the hey? Oscar Hernandez. Let's go for the lefty-righty attack here. The 2-1. So high drive, deep. Ah, damn it. Rats. That looked so good off the bat. Well, we almost had it. Base is full of Buffaloes, and we can't cash in. 6 hits all game. That is a hard luck loss to take. I was so ready to do a home run call there. So we'll finish out the opening weekend series. And we will let this game get rolling. 40-year-old Norichika Aoki with a 5-hit game. Wow. That's impressive. Okay, we took the second game 11-4. Tyler Anderson doing a job. Norimoto getting rim rocked a little bit. Ota with his first home run of the season. Ryo Ota with a bases clearing double with 2 out. Sato. Yeah, so Taishi Ota kind of off to a rocket start here. I was expecting Adam Eaton to play DH, but so far, I'm not going to complain. And can we at least win the opening series? No, we lose in 12 innings. Ooh. And Takahiro Okada has a quadriceps strain, so let's just mark him on the IL. Who do we want to call up from the minors? Yep, Nakagawa's going to come back up because he's still on the 40-man. Ginji is going to draw in as our primary first baseman now. And I think that's about where we're going to wrap things up. We at least got our first win of the season. As usual, I'm anticipating the Pacific League to be a bit of a slugfest. It'd be nice if we were able to score more than 1 run in 2 of our 3 games, but that's how it goes. We'll be back on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, and we'll keep going into April. So until next time, thanks for tagging along. Hope you're enjoying our second season. Firage, take us out, man.